Okay. No other stories?
I bid you safe passage home, Lord Wolford.
Many thanks for the send-off. Pray relay my gratitude to the Archduke as well.
I shall. And do take care of our friend Rudolph here, who I trust will not be causing you any trouble.
Treating me like a naughty child right to the end. Anyhow, you take care of yourself, Sycris.
And with that, I must be off. Till we meet again.
Dude, the voice direction is so awkward. There's like zero emotion in anybody's voice.
We should be on our way as well.
No one's left anything behind.
Not I. I even purchased a souvenir or two to bring home.
That's all well and good. But once we reach home, it'll be wedding preparations for you.
Indeed. The ceremony fast approaches. Truth be told, I'm more than a little nervous.
Oh dear, is that so? And how are you feeling, Lord Serenoa?
Giggity.
Bit nervous too, of course. But that is easily outweighed by my excitement.
As well it should be. It shall be a celebration for the ages. Isn't that right, Benedict?
Yes, of course.
What troubles you, Benedict?
Nani?
You sound distracted.
Nothing about the ceremony, I assure you. This journey has simply proven a sobering reminder that salt remains a complex issue in our realm.
And yet despite it, we make strides toward peace. The mining accord is proof enough of that.
Roland is right. We can only do what we can to ease tensions and resolve matters peacefully.
A duty which requires constant vigilance.
Okay. The land of snow and ice. All right, so we're now 4 hours in, and we have had 3 battles. It's so slow. It does make me want to play Fire Emblem, though.
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolfort domain.
Yeah, I think Ko gave up on it, right?
Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire
Very
to White
slow.
Home in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolfort, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica. Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzelian Mines.
I do wonder if it's like, because it's early on in the game, like the fights are just slower to show up, and then like something happens, and then it's just like fight after fight after fight. But that doesn't necessarily seem to be the case. That's a bomb. Explosion! Game is pretty though. I'm excited if it becomes
That should be
actual
the end
Final
of that
Fantasy Tactics.
bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
What in the name of iron?
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
Did they find salt? That wouldn't make any sense.
What the? It couldn't be.
Right? Salt doesn't come from... Wonder what they found.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Music sounds so familiar.
Well,
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain. I'm sure they'd make you a dress if you asked.
but what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it.
Don't care.
Lord Simone, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simone's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
You know what, like, so I've never played Fire Emblem, which is why we're probably gonna play it after this. But playing this really makes me want another Valkyria Chronicles. Because I like, as much as like fantasy is neat, you know, and the pseudo medieval fantasy stuff that like Final Fantasy and Square Enix goes for, the World War II like anime shit that Valkyria Chronicles does in that story is, I love how it just like goes off the deep end sometimes. It's just like, yeah, this is World War II, and then just fucking like, you know, here's giant magic angel people and we discovered nuclear power and we're using it to run submarines, but they're also people and they're also bombs. I love how crazy that shit gets. So I hope there's another Valkyria one day.
Is that so? Then I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the
Dude,
village.
you
To tell
can't,
the
well, you
truth,
could
I
technically
have
play
never
2
been
and
there
3,
myself. It would be a good
but
opportunity to
Valkyria
get to know
1
them to
and
strengthen
4
our
are
bonds.
amazing.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
And they're on
All
Steam,
of us.
I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, I
I
can't
know
wait to
4
see
is.
what they come up with.
I love how well, I won't spoil it, but like there's a specific joke in Valkyria 4 that like is just brilliant. about the sniper. It's so funny. And she's the only one who gets a statue out of that whole game. I've seen the statue on Twitter multiple times. Any side stories? No? Looks like we're just in exploration mode. I love tactics gameplay. So I'm kind of
Greetings and
excited if
welcome,
those
Lord
leaks
Sereno
are true.
and Lady Frederica.
That we're getting a Final Fantasy Tactics remake, an Ogre Tactics, I think, remaster. I played so much FF Tactics. I think I still own it. I think. Maybe. I still got it. And I don't know if I still have War of the Lions. Yeah, that was the one. That was Advance. I did own it at one point, but
My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolford.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
it's her mother's pendant, right?
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzant during the war and found her way to Frost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzant, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very
I
much
shall.
like that. Thank you.
Right after I get a drink. Okay. Your beat. Okay. Do. Sorry, I'm gonna mostly like skip dialogue in these sequences. So I'm just kind of here for like lore and items. So I'm reading it. I'm reading it, but just not out loud. Yo, if we have a fight here, this is gonna be sick. Oh, oh. What's the ladder? Recovery pellet, good. So, if any Rosellans are caught essentially outside of our land, they're sent back to the Holy Land to be essentially probably killed. Wait, what was? Hold on. I totally skipped past what this person said. It's so fun staying in the village all the time. I want to go play somewhere else. Really gets mad if I go too far. Biscuit, your bed's right there. I don't know why you go into that corner anymore. I'd move my dog's bed from like the corner of the office to underneath my desk, and every now and then she still goes over to the corner as if like her bed's still there. She's so dumb. Yes. All right, GT, have a good one, bud. Learned about the Roselle and the Wolfort domain. Why, yes, I did. There wasn't much else here. Oh. Sorano's duty. Okay. Yeah, essentially, if we don't protect these people, they're just gonna be killed for having pink hair. Apparently, they're not fans of anime. Oh, can I enter this? Hold on. Yeah. The fuck? Ah, interesting. So they're hunters for the duchy. Are there any other buildings I could enter? Doesn't look like it. No. Okay.
Do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Norzellian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work.
I was gonna say, it's not a punishment.
I shan't let you down, Father.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolfort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Frost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
Like, the story background is very good.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolfort must be subject to the same
The way it's
scrutiny
presented
as
to
any
the
other.
players, it's like slog.
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Frost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Wow.
But, Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzellia.
The hell did they find?
And so I ask this of you. Stand with me as I lead this great realm
Uranium?
into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither Father nor Gustadolf ever could.
Ambitious. Still don't know what the fuck they found. There's no way it's salt.
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Frost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered.
God, there's no emotion in their voices.
What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
One over there. Dog. Oh. Hey. No scratching at my carpet. You're not a cat. It's not your bed. Come here. Bed. Bed. Oh.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolfort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask, of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
Also
He is a
psychotic.
man with grand visions for the future. That much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines.
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Rosellan village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the Grand Norzellian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
This is like an anime recap episode. Like, we just watched all of this. We know what we were doing. You don't need to tell us, hey, here's what you just watched.
How will Gustadolf respond to my offer? I should think there's but one logical answer. Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this?
Nani?
Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolfort. To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude, as well as to observe the mining operation.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your Highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report. And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope it's to your liking.
Authentic as Frostie cheese. One of my favorites.
We thought you might be in need of a taste of your homeland after so much time away.
I have visions of this cheese in my sleep. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
Cheese?
It is enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were
Just a
not in
wheel
vain.
of cheese.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth. We are of like mind. Let us shape the future together.
Indeed. That future is close at hand. I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, Your Highness! One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
Like, you said it was fine, like,
the miners
a minute
are
ago.
working to repair the damage as we speak. It is simply too soon to allow you inside.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I had no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, Your Highness, but I'm afraid we must keep some of our secrets.